Hi, Capricorns. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and any cross-watcher. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides what's next in love, what's going on around you, what's coming towards you. Please use this to manifest a love or to confirm a love that's come into your life. I do have some charms and some initials, so we'll be using those as well. And we're going to call in our spirit guides. So welcome back, everybody. If you're newly guided to this channel for the first time, I'm so grateful that you're here. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. What is it that you need us to know? What is coming towards us? What is it that you want us to hear today? I am listening for you now. I have harmony. We work well together, building deep trust. I like that. I like that we work well together. We have to be a team. And it's not just about our attraction. It's being a team in life. It's being a team in day-to-day stuff that happens with people. It's not easy being in a relationship with, the life that's around all of us. Getting clarity, seeing through any lies, being real with yourself, accepting the truth. I want to see somebody for who they are. I want somebody to see me for who they are, good, bad, or ugly. I don't want an illusion. I want something real. I have an awakening. I'm opening up my heart. So I like that. I mean, of course, we want them to open their heart. I'm just asking Spirit, is there a problem with them opening up their heart up until this point? So I'm gonna ask Spirit that and see if we get some answers. I have a player. This person could have a very sensual, sexy side to them, and maybe you're worried about that. They could date anybody. They could be with anybody. Why you? So we'll ask that as well. Spirit, please share that question. Answer. A dream come true. Getting the love that you want and having fun together. The right one comes along. It's more of the, will that player stop, dating other people for the right person? If you blow them away enough, they will. They're just waiting for somebody that blows them away. That's really what a player's doing. They just keep meeting different people, but they get bored, or it's just not the person that they want to be with. I've dated a lot of people, but I haven't ever fallen in love with somebody. So it depends on if you're blowing them away. Maybe that's something that you need to, think about. Like, are they blowing you away? I have aligned, walking with purpose and going in the right direction. And I love this card with all those sunflowers. I feel like those sunflowers are always a sign. Am I aligned with this person? Am I meant to be in this person's life? Revenge, laying out anger, time to forgive and forget somebody. Yeah, I don't want to live with that. I want to live more with peace and harmony, and I want to be in alignment with somebody. I don't want somebody's energy to enter into my life and bring with it, just kind of bad behavior. I have 1212 on the clock when I'm recording this, so I'll grab that angel number as well. Let's get a couple more of these because I want a little bit more clarity. I have moving in together. They're saying giving this a chance. Okay. So I'm going to say leveling up. Okay. I'm going to say really being all in. Like there's a sense of being all in. Moving in together would be something. My heart's in knots. I've been getting some mixed signals. Now, that player could definitely have given you some mixed signals. That player, is it insecurity though, Spirit? Is it more of a feeling of that person could be with anybody? Why are they with me? They're with you because they love you. They're with you because they choose you. They're with you because they don't want to be with anybody else. So stop asking them. You know, if you're asking them, why are you with me? You know, that's insecure. That's you sounding insecure. You want to be with somebody where you say to yourself, they're lucky to have me. That's how you need to say it. And you need to be much more self-confident. So maybe you very much are, and that player sees the confidence in you. I'm going to put that player to the side because I'm not feeling like that's the most important part of it. I feel like it's more of a, why is this person picking me? There's so many other people out there. Because you're special. Because they see the real you. And they want to be with you. And maybe that's the most important. It's also a feeling of, I know you're gorgeous on the outside. I know you're handsome. I'm attracted to you, but that's not why they want to be with you. They want to be with you because of what's on the inside. And that is what you need to know. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Wheel of Fortune. I have a King of Swords. I have a 7 of Cups. I have a 6 of Wands. Yeah, there's a sense of there's so many people out there. You could be with anybody. And I feel like I've got to get over that. I feel like it's on one side or the other. And either they're insecure that you could be drop dead gorgeous. And they could be feeling like at any time somebody's going to scoop you away or win your heart, or you're going to want to be with somebody else. So there is a sense of, how do we be more secure emotionally? Maybe one of us has been abandoned multiple times in our lifetime. So we have this fear of abandonment. Maybe one of us has been left for that exact reason. I found somebody else. I want to be with somebody else. No matter what they did, they thought they were in a good relationship. They thought they did all the right things, and that person left them anyways. So I do feel the good news is that I have this Wheel of Fortune coming in, and I feel like this person is trying to win your heart, believe it or not. I feel that they see something in you that maybe you don't even see in yourself, and they're trying to win your heart. So what did they say? They want to level it up. They're opening their heart. That could be your heart or their heart. Maybe we both have to open our hearts. Holding back. Are we both holding back? Are we both afraid of this love? That's interesting. That's an interesting question. I have a 9 of Cups. I have a Fool. I think we're both afraid. I think we both are, I think we're both afraid. We're both either afraid to love again. We're both afraid to be hurt again. And I feel like we talk about it. I feel that that's probably one of our first vulnerability conversations. I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to fall in love with you and realize I've wasted 6 months of my life or a year of my life or longer, and it didn't go anywhere and I have nothing to show for it. I feel like we're both afraid of this new beginning, and I'm hoping it doesn't get in the way of the beginning. I hope that you get over it. I hope that you both talk it through and say, we've got to get pushed through this fear. We've got to push through this, I'm going to hurt you or you're going to hurt me. Or neither one of us will ever have anything. You know, what if we're pushing away the best thing that's ever happened to us because of fear? So the fear is holding you back. I feel like it's both of us. I do. I feel that maybe one more so than the other, and it causes more fear in the other one. Fear holds us both back. there's a sense of maybe somebody's more hesitant. So then the other person reacts to that and says, well, then I'm going to be hesitant too. I'm not going to chase you. You're not chasing me. I'm not going to chase you. So that's where the games, the mind games, the overthinking, the strategizing, the talking to friends, the what do you think they meant by this text message? That's when it starts to become like, we don't know what's going on here. I have a 10 of Swords. It's the fear of something ending before I've even started. So that's what I want you to be careful with. I have an Ace of Wands. I have Temperance. And I have a 2 of Wands. I felt for a moment there, I just want to see where this goes. And I want to do it. I want to do it calmly, if that's possible. I want to do it without fear. I want to do it without worry. I want to enjoy it. Yeah. So sometimes we enter into something with what would it be like if this ended? And that's not probably a good way to start. Spirit, please share with me some initials. Let's see, first initials, last initials. Let's see, maybe we'll get a spelling of our person's name if you have somebody that's in mind. I have the letter F. I have an L. I have a Q. I have an R. I have a G. I have an X. I have an R. I have an A. I have a B. A K. I have an S. An O. I have an A. A G. J. O. N. Let's get 2 more. D and G. Okay, so some of you, those could definitely have connected to you. Let's see what else they want us to know about this connection. Right now, I mean, everybody's afraid. I don't know anybody who's not afraid. I feel that it's something we need to talk about, Spirit said. Because I feel like once we get over, like say it out loud, and we both are thinking the same way, I feel like, okay, let's move on. Let's, let's try not to hurt each other. I'm riddled with guilt and shame. I feel guilty. Maybe I'm still struggling with something from my past. I'm ready to break free and a sense of freedom. So this person probably has been holding on to something, holding on to, regrets, guilt, shame. Starting over is fearful for them. Determined. I'll never stop trying to do better. Maybe they're just trying to reach new heights. I think people who have had relationships that have dissolved for whatever reason, I think that they're always looking for the next relationship to be quote unquote successful. That they want to be in a healthy and a happy relationship. They want to be in a relationship that's normal and they're happy, their person's happy. So I do feel like we strive for that. I feel like we're always trying to have a better relationship with somebody. So I do see the determined to be in a better place. You feel so far away and distant. I feel like somebody's passed, the further they got away from them, the emptier they became, or I haven't been with anybody for a long time. I haven't been intimate with anybody for a long time, Spirit just said. Envy. Every single day, I feel worse about myself and my choices. So somebody out there is struggling with some doubt and insecurity. And if you're alone long enough, you do start to doubt yourself. You start to question, why am I not with somebody? Why isn't somebody love me? That's when you have to push forward and you got to just give yourself all that love. You have to be open to change, be receptive to new experiences. Change leads to growth. I feel like I want to say pain leads to growth. Unfortunately, some of you have had to feel pain. You've had to have heartbreak. You've had to worry. You've had to struggle in order to be where you are today. And it's life. But you're in a better place today, they're sharing with me. I've had so much stress, cleanse and detoxing from unnecessary commitments. I had so much stress in the past. Maybe entering into a new relationship is bringing up all that stress. You're reminded of how much you had to go through in a relationship. Can I do it again? Denial, failure to accept a situation, unhealthy cycles. I'm ashamed that I stayed longer than I should have. I should have walked away years ago and I didn't, or something like that. You're beating yourself up for the wrong reasons. Self-awareness, tapping into your higher self and questioning your patterns and routines. When you have had that pain and you've had that, they're saying kind of this awakening, it's a sense of, I'm not going to accept what I had in the past anymore. This is embracing, finding peace with your current state of being. I'm not going to let anybody take my peace of mind away. So maybe this person who's coming into your life, even though we're both scared, we're both vulnerable, we are both in agreement that we're not going to hurt each other. How about that? We're both in agreement that we're going to take this one step at a time. How about that? We're both in agreement that wherever this takes us, we both feel like we're supposed to give it a chance. And maybe that's all we can do in the beginning. Maybe that's all we are, the only thing that we can handle. I think those are realistic expectations. And maybe just because we've been through a lot on both sides, that we are setting expectations that maybe we didn't in the past. And we're being much more realistic. So that feels good. Let's get some charms. Let's see what they want, other clues that they have for you. Yeah, starting over again isn't easy, right? I get it. I mean, yes, of course we want, everybody wants that fairy tale. I want to just fall in love and, have this kind of romance of a lifetime. But a lot of us bring into the equation history and wounds and experiences. And that has to be looked at as well. All right, so let's see what we have. I've got some months here. Let's get these months. What is this? I have June, July. I have another July. And I have an April. I have the number 26, 26th birthday, maybe. I have some letters. I have an Elle with a swan, like a soulmate energy, it looks like. Is that a swan? Yeah, it's a little swan. I have a W. I have a F. I have an F. I have an N. I have an I. What's this guy? I have an Aries. I have a Scorpio. Okay. I have a tree of life. I want to be grounded. I think I've worked really hard. It could be you, it could be them. I've worked really hard at creating a life without chaos. And I will do anything to not bring chaos into my life again. So let's use that as a starting point. This, even though these are mittens, it came into me as take my hand, like a team member, my partner, right? Take my hand. So somebody who's going to be by your side and somebody who's going to, do this with you, because again, it's a feeling of there's a lot going on in the world around both of us. And I want a partner. I want a partner who gets through these things. I have flowers, potted flowers, watching it grow. I'm going to put the flowers together, watering the flowers, giving it time, watching it grow. I have a cross and a heart. Part of me feels like I wear, not necessarily a heart, but I wear a cross. I could wear a cross necklace all the time. Maybe I always have a cross on, or it's a very important necklace to me. It was given to me by somebody. So that could be, I have a couple of cross hearts. So that could be we celebrate the same religion. We believe in the same thing, something like that. I do have a boot. It's an old-fashioned boot, though. It's like a lace-up boot. Past lives. Walk in my footsteps. My past. I want to share with you, the steps, what brought me here today. So I do feel like we talk a lot about that. I do feel like we talk a lot about our history, our relationships, our families, how we were raised, kind of like what made us people today, something like that. So I do feel like that's something that we are very open with. I have a cat with the stars and, what's the most important thing in your life? My cat. I love my cat. So I could have, my cat is like kind of my universe right now. So that's okay. I think that's wonderful. Could be a dog, but the picture is a little cat. So those are my charms. I like the take my hand. I always love that feeling. I always love when spirit shares with me this kind of somebody who's not going to let go of your hand, and we're going to do this thing together. Let's see what else, other messages they have for us. Spirit, what other messages do you need us to know at this time? Okay. Will you choose me? Four Wands. This feels like, will you choose me for commitment? There is a part of somebody or both of you that is having a hard time with, I don't want to be hurt again. And the only way you can get through that is you've got to just enjoy it, and you got to stay in the day, and you can't think about when it's going to end. You got to think about what you have right now. Do you even see me that way? Do you see me as somebody that out of all the people you could be with anybody? Are you going to keep choosing me? I feel like we've got an abandonment issue on one side, that somebody's been left for somebody else or abandoned as a child, but it feels like I just can't have another person walk out of my life. Do you even care? I need to know that you care. I need to know that you're going to be there. And they're saying, take my hand. So yes, of course they're going to care. This feels like, is there going to be somebody else? So I struggle with going back to that player energy early on. I struggle with the person who comes into my life, and am I going to be good enough? Yes, you're going to be everything. We don't want the fear to hold us back, right? They see the real you. They're all in. Spirit had shared. So I'm going to go with that for today. Sometimes we just have to push through that fear of that beginning and jump right in and be in the day and be in the moment and have a good time. Falling in love should be fun. It should be exciting. Once we get over the I don't want to be hurt stage, it should be fun. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, I'm so grateful. Hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for your kind words. If you would like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website, kathymamolenspsychicmedium.com. Also, check out my other 2 YouTube channels for for additional messages. My Twin Flame channel, my Pick a Card channel, and those links are below. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed your reading today, and we'll see you all again real soon.